Once upon a time, in a land far beyond the mountains and deep within the heart of a lush forest, there stood a magnificent castle known as the Moonlight Castle. The castle was bathed in silver light every night as the moon shone brightly upon its towers and walls. It was said that the moonlight had magical properties, making the castle a place of wonder and enchantment. In a cozy den at the edge of the forest lived a small, clever fox named Felix. Felix was known for his quick wit and bravery. Though he was small, he had a big heart and a sense of adventure. Every night, he would gaze at the Moonlight Castle from afar, dreaming of the day he might explore its secrets. One evening, as the full moon rose high in the sky, Felix noticed something unusual. The moonlight that usually danced around the castle seemed to flicker and fade. Concerned, Felix decided that he must find out what was happening. With a determined spirit and a bit of courage, he set off towards the Moonlight Castle. As Felix approached the castle, he saw that the once brilliant moonlight had turned into a dull, pale glow. The castle gates were locked, and there was no way in. Felix spotted a small, hidden door at the side of the castle, slightly ajar. With a twitch of his nose and a careful push, he slipped inside. The interior of the castle was just as magical as he had imagined, with walls covered in shimmering tapestries and floors adorned with sparkling jewels. Felix followed the faint light through winding corridors until he reached a grand hall where a beautiful, silver throne stood. Sitting on the throne was a sorrowful figure, a young princess with silver hair and a sparkling gown. She looked out of the window, her eyes filled with sadness. Felix approached her quietly. "Hello," Felix said softly. "I'm Felix, a little fox from the forest. I noticed the moonlight has dimmed, and I came to see if I could help." The princess turned to him with a gentle smile. "I am Princess Celine. The moonlight is fading because my magic, which keeps the castle bright, is weakening. To restore it, I need 3 magical ingredients: a tear from the moon, a feather from the phoenix, and a drop of stardust." Felix's eyes sparkled with determination. "I will find these ingredients for you, Princess Celine." Princess Celine gave Felix a tiny crystal vial. "This will help you gather the ingredients. The first place you should go is the Moonlit Lake, where the moon's tear can be found." Felix thanked the princess and hurried to the Moonlit Lake. The lake was serene, with the moon's reflection casting a silver glow. At the center of the lake, a beautiful tear-shaped gem floated on the water's surface. Just as Felix was about to reach for it, a large, shimmering fish jumped out of the water and spoke. "To take the tear, you must answer my riddle. What has keys but cannot open locks, and has space but no room?" Felix thought for a moment and then replied confidently, "A piano." The fish nodded approvingly and allowed Felix to take the tear. With the first ingredient secured, Felix continued his journey. Following the directions, Felix found himself in a dense, fiery forest. The air was warm, and the trees glowed with an orange light. He spotted a phoenix perched high on a branch, its feathers radiant and fiery. "Hello, Phoenix," Felix called up. "I need one of your feathers to help restore the moonlight." The phoenix flapped its magnificent wings and descended gracefully. "To earn my feather," the phoenix said, "you must show true bravery. Save one of my eggs that has fallen from the nest." Felix spotted the fallen egg among the fiery underbrush. With great care, he picked it up and returned it to the nest. The phoenix, impressed by Felix's bravery, gave him a shimmering feather. With the second ingredient in his possession, Felix ventured to the last location, the Stardust Meadow. The meadow was filled with sparkling lights floating through the air. Felix carefully collected a drop of stardust into the crystal vial. Returning to the Moonlight Castle, Felix presented the 3 ingredients to Princess Celine. She placed them together on the throne, and a brilliant light enveloped the castle. The moonlight returned, brighter and more beautiful than ever before. Princess Celine smiled gratefully at Felix. "You have done a great deed, Felix. You have restored the magic of the Moonlight Castle. Your bravery and kindness will always be remembered." Felix felt a warm glow of happiness. As a token of her appreciation, Princess Celine gave Felix a small, magical moonstone. This will light your way in the darkest of times. Felix returned to his cozy den with the moonstone, feeling proud of his adventure. The forest seemed even more magical under the renewed moonlight, and Felix knew that he had made a difference. And so, the Moonlight Castle remained a beacon of enchantment, and Felix, the brave little fox, was celebrated as a hero in the kingdom. The stars twinkled brightly every night, and Felix lived happily ever after, always ready for his next adventure.